We've helped tons of people relocate to Greenville, South Carolina. And one of the most common questions that we get asked when people are coming into town, what should we be doing? What should we be prioritizing? So I'm going to give you the answer to that question in this video. If you're coming into Greenville, South Carolina for the weekend and you're trying to figure out what to do, I want to answer that question for you. We've helped tons of clients relocate to the area, so we've got a great source of figuring out what is the best thing that people can do when they're coming to check out Greenville. The first thing that I want to mention is figuring out where you should stay. If we're going to talk about hotel options in downtown Greenville, we've got to talk about the West End first. It's a historic, well-known building right there in the center of downtown Greenville.
I'm sitting here in front of the West End. The West End is actually one of the oldest buildings in all of downtown. It was originally the Manson Hotel that was built in 1924. It's a great hotel to stay at. A lot of people really love it. We've had a lot of clients, friends, and family that have all stayed here. The West End behind me is one of the best places to stay in downtown Greenville. We've stayed there. I've had personal friends and clients stay there over the years, and they've absolutely loved it. It's one of the oldest buildings in downtown, and it's so well done. There's a parking garage behind it, and you're in the center of our downtown, so everything is accessible to you. It's a really awesome place, and it's definitely one you should put on your list to consider when you come to Greenville.
It's centrally located. They offer really convenient rooms. Just overall a great place to stay. If you want a more luxurious experience here in Greenville, the Grand Bohemian is a place that you cannot beat. Brand new hotel, really incredible rooms, even has a restaurant inside of it. If you want something a little bit more affordable, the Hyatt could be a great option for you. They've got a parking garage that's right there. It's very conveniently located towards the end of Main Street.
I'm here in Gather, Greenville, one of the coolest places in all of Greenville. We're here in the West End. It's really close to Fluor Field where the minor league baseball team plays. This right here is old shipping containers that they've made into a communal gathering place. So if you're looking for a lot of different restaurant options, if you got some picky eaters or whatever, this is a great spot to come and visit, and one that I highly recommend, especially if you're looking to make new friends in town.
The next tip that I would give somebody is spend a lot of time in our downtown. Greenville's downtown was rated as one of the best in the world for a reason, so you're going to want to spend some time there and really check it out. Grab your coffee, go walk through Falls Park.
If you come down to downtown Greenville, you absolutely have to come to Falls Park, and Liberty Bridge is part of Falls Park. It is absolutely incredible. It feels so amazing when you hear the water rushing behind you. You see people out walking, just having a great time appreciating the beauty that is Falls Park. If you're here visiting Greenville, this is a great place to go. I've got Falls Park that's here directly behind me. The Grand Bohemian's even further back. This is a really amazing part of what makes our downtown so incredibly special.
Go on Liberty Bridge and really just see and experience and feel the area and talk to all the local. If you want to spend a little bit more time at your coffee shop, really enjoy the coffee and not get out in public, you should go check out Coffee Underground. It's a really cool speakeasy that's underground, has really cool vibes, just very relaxed and mellow coffee shop.
If you're looking for a great place to stay when you come and visit Greenville, Aloft behind me here is a great option. I love that there's so many places that you can walk nearby. You've got great restaurants, you have everything accessible to you right here in downtown Greenville. Some other places that we really recommend, there's a Hyatt that's down here as well, and then we really love the Grand Bohemian if you really want to spend some extra money. The West End is also a really incredible hotel that you can stay at as well. It's got a really historic feel here in downtown Greenville. That, of course, isn't all the hotels. There's tons of them. Most of the ones in downtown you'll have an excellent experience in, but these are just some of our favorites.
There are over 200 different restaurants in our downtown. There are so many phenomenal ones. I actually did a video in the past, so if you want to go ahead and click on this after you wrap this video up and check out all the best restaurants in town, definitely check that video out. When you're walking through downtown, if you're a shopper, there are so many great places to stop. One of the most famous is the Mass General Store. The Mass General Store offers so many different things in there. It's a large shop, and it's really kind of become a Greenville staple because of its uniqueness. If you want to get a souvenir for somebody, it's a great place to stop. If you're looking for a toy for a young one, O.P. Taylor's Toy Store is the best place to stop. For the most part in downtown Greenville, you're not going to find many national retailers. One of the only ones is Anthropologie, which is right there on the corner near Falls Park.
If you're looking for shopping options here in downtown Greenville, Anthropologie is one of our large retailers. We have tons of little boutique shops all around Main Street. If you're looking for shopping, there's going to be plenty here in the area. And I personally really love that we cater more towards those small boutique shops and not the large retailers. It makes it have a little bit more of a local feel and gives you some local charm for shopping options.
Everything else is going to be more local shops, which a lot of people really appreciate because they get to really feel out the local scene.
I'm here at one of the oldest buildings here in downtown Greenville. This was actually the 4th courthouse originally whenever Greenville was developed and built. In 2015, it turned into the Judson Bookstore. The Judson Bookstore is absolutely incredible. It's one of our favorite places to visit and definitely some place you should check out if you're coming to visit the area.
A place that I highly recommend stopping into is Judson Bookstore. It's a really unique bookstore. They've got a lot of kids' gifts. They've got a lot of great books. They even have a little bakery inside of there, and it's in a historic building. It's just unlike a lot of the other large chain bookstores that you go to. It just has a really intimate environment. If you're someone that's into festivals, Greenville is a really great place. We're always doing festivals in our downtown where we're blocking off small portions and sometimes even the entire downtown for people to gather. If you are thinking about coming during a festival, Fall for Greenville is one of our largest. There's live bands, there are tons of food options, there's so much going on and so many people come into our downtown, and it's a great way to see Greenville when everything's really beautiful and the leaves are changing. If you want to go check out one of our most popular parks, Unity Park is a great option. They have a splash pad area, a traditional swing set setup for kids, and then it's connected to the Swamp Rabbit Trail for people who want to go biking or walking through the trail. If you want to go check out our local zoo, Greenville Zoo is a great place to go. It's very walkable. It also connects to the Swamp Rabbit Trail. There's a park right outside of the zoo, making it a really great accessible place, and it's very easy. It's normally not too congested with people, making it a really fun place for kids to walk through and just really experience a lot of the different animals. I've briefly mentioned the Swamp Rabbit Trail. That is one of the things that people continuously tell me is one of their favorite things about living or visiting Greenville. It runs through the vast majority of Greenville County, a lot of different shaded options as you're walking through the trail. And there's a great place when you get towards Traveler's Rest where you can stop and grab a bite. So you've likely spent the entire first day now walking around experiencing our downtown. You gotta end the night at one of our best restaurants. Again, I already referenced that video before, but check that out and figure out what some of our best are. But we have over 200 different restaurants and tons of different cuisines, so I'm sure you'll find something that you'll really love. If you're looking for night options, we have several different sports teams in town. We have a soccer, a hockey, and a baseball team, so depending on when you come here and what the seasons are, there are options for that. There's a comedy club that's here. There are several different places to go for nightlife as well. Not only that, we have several different music venues with several others that are upcoming. The Peace Center is a great place to go see the performing arts as well. You likely could have spent your entire weekend doing these things, but just to give you a few additional options here. If you're someone that's into hiking, we have several different hiking options nearby. If you want to stay closer to downtown, Paris Mountain is the best place to go. If you want to see one of the most beautiful views you'll likely ever see, go hike up Pretty Place. It is absolutely incredible. It's just a little bit further outside of downtown. We have several different park options as well. I already mentioned Unity Park, but there are so many parks nearby. So for someone traveling with kids, you'll find plenty of options for that. We have several lake options that are nearby. If you want to go rent a kayak, some of the best places to go are on Lake Robinson, which is in the northern part near Greer-Taylor's area. Or you can also go into Traveler's Rest, experience their downtown, which is really amazing as well. And you can go down, rent a kayak, and enjoy the day. If you want to go experience our larger lakes, they're over there near the South Carolina-Georgia border. We have Lake Kiwi, Lake Hartwell, and Lake Jocassee, which are just absolutely incredible if you want to go do some fishing and some water sport. What I found is when most people come and visit Greenville for the weekend, they want to continue to come back time and time again. So if you're looking for more options, feel free to reach out to us. All our contact information will be below. If you're thinking about actually making Greenville your permanent home and you want to figure out what our real estate market looks like, feel free to reach out to us as well. Our team would love to schedule a strategy call with you and figure out how we can make Greenville home for you.